Hi, Gemini. Welcome back. If you are new here, just know that this is an all Gemini channel. My name is Ninja, and I'll be your reader. Guys, don't forget to click that like button and comment because every time you comment, it does help me connect better with your energy, right? And it helps me to give you a clear reading, right? Now, what I find very interesting about this reading, Gemini, is that it looks like you're forced to face some really serious truths here. Okay. Like this things that have been, I want to say disappointing, but it's not just disappointing. It's like you have been speaking up about something. And from what I can see over here, it looks like you're talking to somebody who's an enabler. You've been talking to somebody like, hey, you need to stop enabling this person. You need to stop doing this. You need to stop doing that. And that person is not listening to you. You're facing some truth here. You have something that you really desire to get done. Your intuition over here, I'm hearing, is like really, really strong. You are really, really tapped into your psychic abilities. I'm hearing like you're really tapped into your intuition, okay? And your intuition is screaming to you. Your intuition is telling you there's a problem here. Somebody is doing things that they shouldn't be doing. They're like hindering somebody's growth, okay? Your ability to foresee what is coming around the corner is just, I'm hearing screaming at you like trouble, red flags, things like that. Like, this is not going to end well. And I feel very strongly that it has to do with somebody who is enabling somebody else. Okay. And it looks like with the Three of Coins and the Nine of Wands, it looks like you have really tried to work with this person. Like you have tried to collaborate, work, maybe come up to some kind of compromise with them. I feel like you have just tried everything. With that Nine of Wands coming out, it makes me feel like you're just exhausted. Like you're just like saying the same thing over and over again, complaining, trying to find a solution, trying to work with somebody, but just ending up exhausted because nobody's listening to you. Nobody's like heeding your warning. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Like nobody is heeding your warning. You have been trying to warn. Now, I know I'm seeing it this way as like somebody is enabling somebody else's bad habits with that devil energy. Like maybe somebody is enabling somebody. Sorry, I'm touching the mic. Somebody is enabling somebody else's behavior, right? But guys, it could be a lot of different things. Okay, it doesn't have to be like somebody's addiction, gambling, taking unnecessary risk. It doesn't have to be that. It could be other things as well. Things that are dangerous. Okay. It could be all kinds of things. It could be somebody's work. It could be something that they do for a living. I mean, it could be so many different things, right? And I feel like this could be like the other parent, to your child who's enabling your child to do dangerous things, or somebody you really care about, and another person is enabling that person. And I'm hearing you're just exhausted. You're getting to that point where you're just exhausted, constantly trying to work with somebody and not, that other party not taking it serious. It does look like, somebody is, I want to say like somebody here is like resisting things. So this could be, like, let's say you set some rules, right? This is your house. You're setting rules, or you have set some kind of rules, and this person is like, no, 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 no. We're going to do something else because your ideas are too new, okay? or your ideas are too out of the box. We're gonna do things the same old way that we've always done, and we're just gonna pray that things are gonna work out. We're just gonna pray that things change for the better. And I feel like somebody's definitely like resisting, and somebody's like really sticking to some old type of outdated ideas, and it's causing a huge problem. And they're like, no, no, we're just going to keep doing the same old thing over and over again. And we're just going to pray that this time around it's going to change. We're going to get a different outcome. You know what the definition of insanity is? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different outcome. I think you're dealing with somebody who's insane, who refuses to think outside of the box, who refuses to see that you are very talented when it comes to your visions, your what you see, the way that you have this gift of foresight. Okay, they refuse it. They don't want to see what you see, right? And they're like, no, we're gonna just keep doing things the old way. You're thinking too far out of the box. You're looking too far into the future. That's what they're telling you. Like, you see too much. It's like as though they're trying to shrink you, or they're trying to make you shrink yourself. You know, be smaller, Gemini. Be smaller. Don't see everything. Don't know what's coming next. Just just act like you don't know nothing, and just let everybody be happy, and let everybody keep doing the same old thing, even though it's not working, even though it's not healthy, because whatever it is, it's not healthy. It's actually destructive, whatever it is, right? So whatever it is, it's destructive, and somebody's enabling it. And let's just keep doing this, and let's just act like everything's all honky dory. Let's pretend. Let's just be this happy family, and let's just keep this peace. Look at this. It's right here. Let's just be a happy family. Let's just keep the peace here, Gemini. Let's not look at the future. Let's not see what the outcome of this is going to be. And you know something is going to end very badly. You're saying it. You're speaking some kind of truth. You're trying to get the people around you to see what you're seeing, and you're speaking some kind of truth. As a matter of fact, I'm seeing you here. You're facing some kind of hard truth. You've already done the hard work. You see the hard truth. The thing is, Gemini, just because they have a fear of change, don't let that make you feel guilty down the road, because you have been trying everything to change a situation for somebody that you really care about, and you have spoken up so many times already. And if they have a fear of change, if they can't handle it, don't let that make you feel bad or guilty, because from what I could see, you are doing everything that you possibly could. These are adult people. They can make up their own decisions. Just because they are clinging to old, outdated ideas, and they want to stick to those outdated ideas, don't let that pull you down the road when things do turn to SHIT down the road, right? When it turns to crap down the road and everything falls apart down the road, though just the way that you're saying it is, because it is, you see it, don't feel guilty. Don't feel bad. Don't feel like you should have done more, because really you are doing everything that you could. And for one of you, I'm hearing this is a past reading. Like this already happened. You saw trouble coming. You spoke up. You did everything right. You try to get people to work with you. You try to compromise with. You did everything. Don't feel guilty. You did everything you could. I see here that you planned out some kind of boundaries. You worked on them. So you thought about it. You did some deep thinking. You set some boundaries. You were planning things out. How much more could you have done? And I see here that it looks like all you were asking for here was emotional support. Some kind of emotional support. Or you were trying to, get people on board here. That's what it looks like. Like you were trying to get people on board. Because you really genuinely do want everybody to be happy. You genuinely do want people to come together and work together. And it makes me feel like you were trying to come up with, new ideas of how to work this out. You tried everything. Now, this could be you or somebody else, but it looks like somebody emotionally just checked out. Somebody just completely turned their back here on a situation. Like somebody here just completely was oblivious to what was going on. Or they would just rather ignore that there was a problem rather than having to deal with it. And they, instead of dealing with it, it looks like they chose here to just completely ignore or completely deny that there was an issue or there was a problem. Now, this could be the person who had the problem, or this could be the person that you were trying to, the enabler that you were trying to get on board with, solving this problem, right? This could be them. This could be their energy. They were in denial. They were saying, "Oh no, we're a happy family." So it's like the outside was a happy home, right? And then on the outside, it looked like everything was peaceful and you were the troublemaker. See, everybody was looking at you like you were the troublemaker. While this enabler over here that was enabling this whole situation came out looking like the good guy because, they just wanted everybody to be happy and get along and, let everybody do what they wanted to do, even if it was harmful. Even if it was harmful to that person, what they were doing, it was like, no, we just let people do what they want to do, even if it's harmful. It was like you were spitting in the wind with these people. They didn't want to listen to you. And because that enabler came out looking like the good guy, I'm hearing you might have had people like refusing to talk to you, like opening up and talking to you about things. Yeah. Like totally, just not communicating with you at all. So because they refused to face reality about a situation, it was just easier for them to treat you that way. Look at the next card that's coming out. I find that to be so interesting. The Five of Coins. It's like they treated you like an outsider. Yeah, that's what it is. You became this outsider. And they became like this happy home, even though it was dysfunctional. And you were right all along. And what this is something that was very dysfunctional. And all you wanted, you had hope, Yes, you had hope. You had desire. You wanted things to be right. But these people stopped talking to you and made it seem like you were the outsider looking in. The thing is here, Gemini, is that you care deeply and you love in such a way that that love just pours out of you, right? Where other people just want to get along. They don't really love that way, the way that you love. They don't love deeply where you get involved and you get deeply invested and you try your best to help people, the people that you love. You really want like this team, which is a family, which is what a family is supposed to be, right? The family is supposed to be a team where everybody works together. When one person has a problem, everybody comes together to help that person. That was your idea. And you were right. That is exactly what a happy family should look like. But instead, you're dealing with people who would just rather live in denial that there's a problem and let the problem get bigger and bigger until it becomes a huge issue. right? I want you to know that you were right. It is going to become a big issue. I want to go back into this because with the moon and the high priestess, it makes me feel like you're very strong. You know what I mean? Like your instincts are on top of things, you know? I'm going to flip the cards. Tell me more about this, Spirit. Page of Cups is coming out in reverse. Tell me more about this. Seven of Cups is coming out in the upright position. And the Four of Coins. Well, first of all, let me tell you, with the Page of Cups coming out in reverse the way it did, it makes me feel like these people, they doubt your intuition, first of all. They doubt the way that you see, the way that you have that foresight. They doubt that. And it looks like, it makes me feel like maybe you even doubt that to yourself, okay? Like there might be a part of yourself thinking, oh, am I overreacting? Or, you know, is this part of, is this my imagination? You know, something like that. Might have made you think like, you know, you're just overthinking, don't worry. And then you're like, oh no, let me ignore, you know, my insight here. Let me just ignore that, you know? With the Four of Coins coming out. Well, it makes me think that maybe these people try to make you feel or think that, you know, you're a control freak. You know, like, oh, you're just trying to control the situation. You're just trying to control things. You know, you have a wild imagination here. That kind of energy. Or it could be like they try to make you think that you have a big fear of loss, usually loss of control, right? Like loss of control here. Like you can't control your imagination. Yeah. So I feel like these people made you doubt yourself quite a bit. But you know what I'm hearing? You're right. You're right, Gemini. You're right. And you know what else I'm seeing here? You're overprotective. So it makes me feel like this person was somebody or is somebody that you care very deeply of, and you are very overprotective. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with being overly protective, especially if you're the parent of this child, right? Or this of this person. But whoever it is, this is definitely somebody that you care about deeply. Okay? And the doubts that these people put into your head is not real. Okay? I'm hearing your intuition is spot on. It's actually very strong. You have the moon and the high priestess coming out. So I'm hearing you are very sharp. Your intuition is very spot on. Okay? And I think you needed to hear that. Okay? Spirit wanted me to say that to you over and over so you hear it. Your intuition is spot on. Your gut feeling is spot on. Okay? Yeah, you might be a little bit on the overprotective side, but that's because you love this person. You care about them. There's nothing wrong with that. And your idea of what a family is how a family should be. Not none of this, let's act like we're a happy family and everything's good. And let's just enable somebody who's doing something harmful. Let's just enable them and act like nothing bad's happening. Because we all know that ends well, right? You know, no, it doesn't. I'm being smart aleck. No, it doesn't. You know, but no, you're right. Spirit is saying, don't stop speaking up. Okay, down the road, this person that is getting enabled is going to look back when they get a certain age, and they're going to thank you for it. Okay, they're gonna thank you for it. They're gonna feel loved by you. They're gonna see your effort, and they're gonna know that you really cared about them. And they're gonna look at the enabler like, what the hell was your problem? Like right now, because of what they're doing now, they might not see it. Okay, and they might be like, oh yeah, this person is the cool person. This person is enabling me, and they let me do whatever I want to do. Right? Whatever this is. Eventually, at some point, okay, in the future, that person that's getting enabled is going to look back and they're going to realize you're the person that actually truly, truly cared about them. You see? Yeah. And they're going to be thankful to you. Let's go ahead and get you your angel numbers out. Looks like you have a lot of things going on in this reading. You know, you've spoken up. You try to change their point of view. You try to, you know, get them on board with things. You try to set boundaries here. Try to set up a plan, making a plan. I mean, you've done all you could, Gemini. I hope this helps you hearing. I hope this gives you what you need. For somebody here, this could be a future reading, so keep your eyes open or your ears open, right? You got I am expanding coming on. It says any positive changes or projects you are considering right now will be worth your while. Expect that your power to manifest and create will be heightened. I'm telling you, something is getting heightened in you. Yes. With that moon and the moon and the high priestess, yes. Number 1 is coming out. Okay. It says you are a self-starter with very innovative ways of creating opportunity. Your determination and endurance are powerful and will help you get through rough times and reach success. I am innovative. I am expanding. So do put that in the comment section, guys. I am innovative and I am expanding. Catch me in the next one, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Gemini, you are right. Okay? Don't let these people gaslight you because that's what they're doing. All right? Y'all take care. Bye-bye.